Hey y'all. We live in a society where it is normal for people to want to be the opposite sex from what they were born. A transgender is a person whose identity does not correlate with their birth sex. Making this transition is a big step and it requires patience and sometimes surgeries to achieve the goal that is wanted. Deciding to become trans is becoming more of a normal situation in today's society. Not everyone accepts this decision, and they believe that God made that specific individual the gender that they were meant to be, and it shouldn't be up to a person to change it. People are quick to judge someone based on their beliefs and their personal wants, not knowing that the underlying cause may be. There is a downside to all this as well. There are many people in the world today who wish the LGBTQ community was non existent. Being transphobic is a bigger issue now than homophobia. Shocking, right? The problem is allowing trans women and men to compete with biological women and men. It is not fair to have to compete with someone whose body mechanics are not the same and are enhanced in any way. A separate league for these individuals should be proposed and a reaction should be foreseen. With the recent news of a transgender woman winning the NCAA swimming event has everyone in an uproar. Debates, questions, podcasts, etc. are bringing the situation to light. Was it fair? Is this okay? How do people think that this is right? This topic is difficult to discuss because there should have already been a separate league, due to the fact that it is hard to place them in a men's or women's league. Transgender should have their own sporting league because of their genetic makeup and fairness in competition and their safety. I believe that transgenders should have their own league. We must take into account that they do see themselves as different. The reasoning for it, as I explained, is simple and factual. Whether the transgender claims to be male or female, the genetics would differ. One might identify as a woman, but will still have the masculinity about him or her, and vice versa. A woman might identify as male, but doesn't have the typical body structure of a male. It can at times even be unfair for heterosexual individuals. Like I explained earlier, competing in sports, identifying as a woman is unfair because that individual still has the body structure and athletic abilities of a male. However, that is not said to negate the abilities of women, but fair is fair nonetheless. Fairness needs to be displayed no matter the sport, and a newfound league for transgenders is the best way for that to be possible. Having trans women competing with biological women is unfair to the biological women because of the genetics of the trans, who has the physique and athleticism of a male. As a woman, we can feel intimidated that our ranking in a sport is at risk to someone who's not even biologically equal. The safety of trans women and men is to me the most important because of the simple fact that our lives are important. A separate league for transgenders is only right when considering physique, fairness, and safety.